And welcome to this episode of Firecasts. I'm Lawrence Moroney, and in this video we'll take a look at the new targeting options for sending notification messages using Firebase, and how you can finely tune who you send notifications to. Using the Firebase console to send notifications, you can implement a notification system with minimal coding and without a server backend. It's built on Firebase Cloud Messaging, an infrastructure that handles over 1 trillion messages a week, with messages being delivered to most connected devices in less than 500 milliseconds. To learn more about Firebase notifications, click here. In the initial release of Firebase, we allowed you to pick the users for a notification based on analytics audience membership, language, or a specific app version. But now we've added a set of enhancements to how you tightly build your set of users to send notifications to, including building them based on analytics segments, user properties, and more. This is important. Notifications can be really annoying if there are too many, or if they're irrelevant, so accurately targeted ones give a far greater chance of user engagement. First of all, you can now pick user audiences when you target a user segment in the Notifications Composer. So, for example, if I create an audience in Analytics and name it, here you can see I've made an audience of people in Canada or who speak French Canadian as a group that I call Canadians, eh? Then, in the Notifications Composer, I can pick the app, if there's more than one in this project, and specify my Canadians as the user audience that I want to send notifications to. And if you notice that little "and" over on the right, that will allow you to stack conditions. So for example, there's a property for people who make in-app purchases. So if I only want to send a notification to Canadians who've not made an in-app purchase, I can do that like this. Using these combinations, as well as the ability to create multiple audiences and filter on them, you'll get fine-grained control over which users will receive your notification. In addition to this, you can also filter on user properties. A user property is one that you define that's specific to your app. So, for example, if you're building a fitness app, you might want to set a user property that is set to true once the user has walked 100 miles using the app. Then, when composing a notification, you can add this user property. It can also be implemented alongside the others that we spoke about. So for example, if I build on my previous example, I can send a notification to Canadians who've walked more than 100 miles, or in their case, more than 160 kilometers, eh? So there's lots of options for how you would match contents. Maybe you want a string that contains a substring, or the opposite, only sent to people that don't match a particular substring. You can also use regular expressions for maximum granular control. And of course, if your property is numeric, you have all the standard comparators. With these tools, you're equipped to more accurately target your notifications and hopefully improve response rates and avoid notification spam. To learn more, check out the Firebase notifications documentation. And if you have any questions, let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hey.